We all know that nutrition plays an important role in human health. However, have you ever wondered if what you eat daily might be fueling the development of cancer? In this article, we will explore the connection between sugar, glutamine, and certain foods with cancer risk and what you can do to protect yourself. Chapter 1: Sugar and the Development of Cancer Cells. Sugar as the fuel for cancer cells. Cancer cells, like all cells in the body, need energy to survive and grow. However, cancer cells have a unique characteristic: they consume sugar, glucose, much faster than normal cells. This is known as the Warburg effect, a phenomenon where cancer cells metabolize glucose into energy even in the presence of oxygen, at a rate that is faster but less efficient in terms of energy production compared to normal cellular respiration. Excessive sugar consumption provides cancer cells with an abundant energy source, allowing them to rapidly multiply and spread throughout the body. This is why a diet high in sugar is often linked to the development and recurrence of cancer. Numerous studies have shown that reducing sugar intake can help inhibit the growth of cancer and even improve the effectiveness of treatments. Processed foods and cancer risk. Processed foods such as sweets, soft drinks, and fast food often contain high levels of sugar but lack essential nutrients and fiber. Fiber plays an important role in maintaining blood sugar balance, so a lack of fiber causes the body to quickly absorb sugar, leading to blood sugar spikes and increased insulin levels. Studies have shown that consuming sugar-rich and fiber-poor foods is closely associated with an increased risk of several types of cancer, including breast, stomach, and colorectal cancer. Processed foods not only cause weight gain and obesity but also promote inflammation, a key factor in the development of cancer cells. The impact of blood sugar and insulin. When we consume sugar-rich foods, blood glucose levels spike quickly, triggering insulin production to help cells absorb the glucose. However, when insulin is secreted in excess, it can create favorable conditions for cancer cells to grow. Insulin is not just a hormone that regulates blood sugar, it also stimulates cell division. Cancer cells, which already grow uncontrollably, can use insulin to accelerate their division. This creates a vicious cycle: high sugar increases insulin, insulin stimulates cancer growth, and cancer cells use glucose to grow even faster. Additionally, high insulin levels cause inflammation in the body, further promoting cancer development. Cancer types with a high risk due to sugar. Breast, stomach, and colorectal cancers are the types most strongly linked to excessive sugar consumption. In a long-term study, scientists found that women who consumed large amounts of sugar and processed foods had a higher risk of developing breast cancer, especially after menopause. Additionally, frequent blood sugar spikes can damage the cells of the intestines and stomach, increasing the risk of cancer in these organs. Chapter 2: Glutamine and Cancer Cells. Glutamine, the second nutrient for cancer cells. In addition to sugar, glutamine, a common amino acid in the body, plays an important role in nourishing cancer cells. Amino acids are the building blocks of proteins, which are essential for maintaining and building new cells, including cancer cells. Glutamine is particularly important because it not only provides nitrogen for protein synthesis but also helps supply energy to cells through nucleotide biosynthesis, which is essential for DNA and RNA. In the human body, glutamine is present in high concentrations in the blood and is vital for recovery after injury, infection, and illness. However, cancer cells exploit glutamine to sustain their uncontrolled growth. The dependency of cancer cells on glutamine. Research from the mid-20th century revealed that if cancer cells are deprived of glutamine, they stop growing and eventually die, even if they have enough sugar and other nutrients. Glutamine is a critical factor in providing energy for the metabolic processes of cancer cells and helps protect them from harmful oxidative processes. This makes glutamine a potential target for cancer treatment. Scientists have been studying methods to inhibit glutamine in the body to block the growth of cancer cells. Some drugs are currently being developed to disrupt glutamine supply to cancer cells without causing significant harm to normal cells. Potential cancer treatments through glutamine inhibition. Many current cancer treatments focus on cutting off the nutrient supply to malignant cells, including glutamine. Discovering the dependency of cancer cells on glutamine has opened up new therapeutic avenues. Glutamine inhibition can effectively starve cancer cells, causing them to stop growing or die. Research on glutamine inhibition is paving the way for promising treatment options, especially for hard-to-treat cancers such as pancreatic cancer, lung cancer, and brain cancer. However, one major challenge is finding ways to selectively reduce glutamine levels in cancer cells without causing serious side effects in healthy cells. Chapter 3: Foods that increase cancer risk. 1. Processed meats. Processed meats are those that have been treated to extend their shelf life or alter their flavor through methods like salting, smoking, or adding preservatives. Common examples include ham, sausages, bacon, and deli meats. Studies show that consuming large amounts of processed meats is linked to an increased risk of colorectal cancer. During processing, preservatives like nitrates and nitrites can convert into nitrosamines, a compound known to cause cancer. Additionally, smoking meat produces polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, PAHs, another substance that can damage DNA and promote cancer. Limit processed meat consumption and opt for healthier protein sources such as fish, poultry, or legumes. 2. Red meat. Red meat includes types such as beef, lamb, and pork. While red meat provides a rich source of protein and heme iron, excessive consumption can be associated with serious health issues. Red meat contains high levels of heme iron and saturated fats, and when cooked at high temperatures, it produces heterocyclic amines, HAs, and polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, PAHs, which can cause DNA mutations and lead to cancer. Research has shown that eating large amounts of red meat can increase the risk of colorectal, breast, and prostate cancers. To reduce the risk, limit red meat intake and opt for plant-based protein, fish, or poultry. When cooking red meat, avoid high temperatures to limit the formation of carcinogenic compounds. 3. Fried and grilled foods at high temperatures. Cooking methods such as frying, grilling, or pan-searing at high temperatures can create harmful compounds. Especially when food is charred or browned, this indicates the formation of toxic compounds. When cooking meat and starchy foods at high temperatures, heterocyclic amines, HAs, and advanced glycation end products, AGEs, are formed. These compounds accumulate in the body, causing inflammation and increasing the risk of cancer, particularly breast, pancreatic, and stomach cancers. To minimize risk, avoid high-temperature cooking methods. Instead, choose methods like steaming, boiling, or stewing to reduce the formation of carcinogenic compounds. 4. Dairy and dairy products. Dairy and dairy products are rich in calcium and essential nutrients, but excessive consumption can lead to health issues, particularly for men. Dairy and dairy products can raise levels of hormones like estrogen and IGF-1, insulin like growth factor 1, in the body, which are linked to the development of prostate cancer. Some studies suggest that consuming large amounts of dairy and dairy products can increase the risk of prostate cancer. For men, it's important to control daily dairy intake and consider replacing it with plant-based sources of calcium, such as almond milk or soy milk. 5. Foods high in sugar and refined carbohydrates. Foods high in sugar and refined carbohydrates, such as candy, sugary drinks, and white bread, often lack nutrients and fiber, and they cause rapid spikes in blood sugar. High sugar and refined carbohydrate intake can elevate insulin levels in the body, a factor that promotes cancer cell division. Sugar also contributes to inflammation, creating an ideal environment for cancer cells to grow. This increases the risk of breast, stomach, and colorectal cancers. Limit sugar and refined carbohydrate consumption and instead incorporate fiber-rich and nutrient-dense foods from vegetables, fruits, and whole grains. 6. Alcohol. Alcohol may not be food, but it is a significant contributor to cancer risk. When alcohol is consumed, the body metabolizes it into acetaldehyde, a proven carcinogen. Alcohol is linked to various cancers, including cancers of the mouth, throat, esophagus, liver, colon, and breast. Alcohol consumption, combined with smoking, dramatically increases cancer risk. Acetaldehyde damages the DNA of cells, triggering cancer development processes. Minimize alcohol consumption or keep it moderate, as recommended by health organizations. 7. Salt and salty foods. Overconsumption of salt or salty foods can damage the stomach lining, increasing the risk of cancer, especially stomach cancer. Foods high in salt, such as salted fish or canned foods, can create an ideal environment for the growth of H. pylori bacteria, one of the leading causes of stomach cancer. Reduce salt intake in daily meals, replace processed foods with fresh ones, and use herbs as salt substitutes. 8. Reused cooking oil. When cooking oil is reused at high temperatures, the fats oxidize, creating free radicals and carcinogenic compounds. Free radicals and oxidized compounds from reused oil can damage DNA and promote inflammation, which increases the risk of developing cancer, particularly stomach and colorectal cancers. Avoid reusing cooking oil multiple times and use healthier oils like olive oil or flaxseed oil. Also, cook at lower temperatures to reduce oil oxidation. 9. Foods with preservatives and additives. Many industrially processed foods contain preservatives and additives to extend shelf life. Some preservatives, like nitrates and nitrites, can convert into carcinogenic compounds when exposed to high heat. Preservatives and additives in processed foods can harm the body and increase the risk of cancer, particularly gastrointestinal cancers like stomach and colorectal cancers. Limit consumption of processed foods and prioritize fresh, natural foods to reduce exposure to harmful preservatives and additives. Conclusion: sugar, glutamine, and certain types of foods can create an environment conducive to cancer cell growth. To minimize cancer risk, we need to control our diets, limit processed foods, red meat, fried and grilled foods, and sugar-rich products. At the same time, incorporating healthy foods like vegetables, whole grains, and plant-based protein will help protect the body from cancer. If you enjoyed this, please give me a like and subscribe to catch the next episodes.